Hello, beautiful folks. Shakima in the building. Hope everybody's doing okay today. I am here to do the reading for my Pisces babies, fellow Pisces in the his house. So, getting that out the way, I wanted to do a love reading for the week of the 16th to the 22nd for my Pisces babies, just to sort of give us an indication of what to expect for the energies. No music in the background, couldn't get any of my technology to work with me thanks to the Mercury retrograde. So here we are, guys. Such is life. We're working with it. I guess Spirit is setting the stage for me to sit in it, front and center, I should say. So yeah, we're going to go and get straight into it. I am going to set the space, get our incense and candle going, so we've got all four of the different elements present to provide us with the insight into the energies. This is going to be a general reading, guys, so if it doesn't resonate, let it dissipate. If it's not for you, that's perfectly fine. There's plenty of other readers here on YouTube. This is for my Pisces Sun, Moon and Rising. BTW, if I didn't actually say that in the start of this. So yeah, if you guys do sort of resonate with the stuff that I've got to say, comment down below and let me know how you were able to effectively utilize the guidance for your love life for the timing in question. Give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Still comment down below so that I can use it as constructive criticism to be able to work at getting a vibe with you if I didn't do it for you this time. Okay. Now, outside of that, definitely be sure to subscribe. Okay, hit the notification bell, that way you can be kept in the know for every single time I upload these awesome videos for you guys. We're gonna go and get straight into it, guys, because I'm super intrigued to see what's to come for this week, considering that we have the partial lunar eclipse going on with so much energetically really pushing forward, considering that we've got Saturn in retrograde, Pluto in retrograde. Venus is doing the most at the minute with all this love and creativity activation. I'm telling you, there's going to be a few unwanted children being conceived around about the next, I want to say from 2 weeks ago to the next 2 weeks. That's like a month time span. Forgive me, I'm just saying the parents were just in a bit of a mood. That wasn't the expectation, even though they were doing some shit to create exactly that kind of outcome. Just saying. Anywho, now that we've got all of that out the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the energies. It's a bit much, to be fair, but at the same time, it's really giving us an opportunity to like purge and like word vomit all over each other and get all the shit that's like up in there out, and then we can just get on with our lives, right? Which is awesome. So that's what we'll do. I'm gonna start the reading with pulling tarot spread for us for past, present and future trajectory for the week in question. I'm also going to call on the romance angels to give us some guidance for my taken Pisces, my single Pisces, my Pisces in situationships, because sometimes love can be complicated and we're probably some of the more complicated beings with it. So that stuff, that part. We're also going to sort of close out the space with some angel answers, oracle guidance, to just give us a final clarity on what the angels are doing to work effectively with the energies, what the guidance is directly for us, basically working with our spiritual community. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. We'll set the space and get going, y'all. And excuse me if you guys like actually get to see my full-on energy. This is why I usually sort of have the meditation music playing in the background to zen me down a bit, because I'm like But yeah, we're gonna get into it nonetheless. Right, we'll get the space set and we'll see what's popping. I ask that only beings of the purest and highest of vibrations are present to provide me with the insight, clarity, and guidance needed so that I may be able to relay and convey the divine guidance to all those that are uniquely guided for my insight. I ask that I am used and utilized as a mediumship vessel to be able to relay and convey such messages as openly and as clearly as possible. It is so done. Ashe. Just gotta set the space, cleanse myself, get myself all cleared and into gear, guys, so that we can get some clear communication going. Now that that's out of the way, let's get the show on the road, y'all. We're like 5 minutes in and all we've done is set the space. Damn. This is why I keep the meditation going too, y'all, because I talk a lot. What is the divine guidance for my Pisces babies for the 16th to the 22nd? Okay. Damn, y'all. Okay, so this may be your energy or the person that you are working with, but everything seems to be in a receiving end because the cards are all reversed. So I'm going to say that this is to do with the other person that you are dealing with. There's going to be a lot of hesitancy, like somebody wants to be able to give you more, but they're being too controlling, they're being too restrictive, and they're being very selfish and one-sided with that affection, that TLC that you desire. They're just not showing up in the way that you would like them to. So you got to make a decision, boo. What's it going to be for you? That's what I'm seeing as far as the week of the 16th to the 22nd. I think that there's definitely going to be some separation for a lot of you guys. And that in itself is going to be triggering some real abandonment issues. It's going to trigger some insecurity. So the surface, I just see like this is going to be demon central for Pisces. Damn, y'all. Whew. Let's have a little look and see. There's some blocked energies that are really going to be working its way out for you guys as well. So I'm going to say that it's not all for the sake of, you know, just putting you through shit. I guess you're a little bit paranoid, and that is a part of the cycles that are continuing to be repetitively created because of that paranoia, and the hesitancy stems from a place of fear. It's almost like you want to be able to sort of like put yourself completely out there, dive completely in. And again, this could be yourself or the other person's energy. And you're just like, I'm not too sure if I want to do that. I'm not too sure if I can juggle having this relationship going at the same time. And this is interesting. I think we had some of the same issues before where like there was barely any, you know, decompartmentalization of romance versus personal life, work life, family life, friendship groups and dynamics. Like, I guess we're still learning our boundaries in those areas for ourselves. But let's get into it, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Pisces for the 16th to the 22nd of July, Spirit? What do we need to know for the purpose of our love lives between the 16th to the 22nd? Okay, guys. We got mail. I'm trying to hold it if you can't see over here. We got mail, guys. Okay. Okay, so this is all going to be very, very interesting. And I've got this, so I'm going to keep this as the overall energy. So I'm going to talk you guys through what I see here. Okay, so literally we are looking at the structure. We're looking at the foundations that we are building around us. That is realistically what we are, you know, navigating from that perspective this week. We're literally just kind of saying, okay, this is what I'm going to need to be able to build the kind of foundation that is going to be serving not just for me, but also on a long-term basis for me to be able to grow with you as a life partner, to create a family with you, to really build an entire lifestyle. I can see that you're being a lot more effective, a lot more resourceful with your planning, and not just your planning. It's interesting because your time, you're learning how to get a little bit better with it, but at the same time, best way that I can put it to you is like Spirit's really giving you an opportunity, guys. Spirit's really giving you an opportunity to sort of master your ability to pursue what it is that makes you happy, what it is that makes you feel like your best childlike self, living out, I guess, the adult reflection of what you want. It's almost like you are moving away from some of the delays that have frustrated you. And it's still a little bit all up in the air at the minute because it does feel a little bit like there has been some lacking communication, or there will be some lacking communication, I should say. But that is not stopping you. You're moving forward beyond that. You're sort of like, you know what? change is going to come if I make the change. If I make a conscious decision to make the change within myself first, surely the circumstances around me have to be in alignment with what I now say that it is as a vibrational match to it. So you're kind of working at it from that dynamics of the situation in terms of creating the kind of foundations that you want. So let's get into it, guys. So at the past position for us, guys, we've got the 7 of Wands and it is in reverse. So this is letting me know that you have been completely overwhelmed in terms of the circumstances of the challenges of the past. You have overworked yourself. It's to the point now where you are completely like overly protective. You are, well, you have been guarded. That's what I'd say. You have been guarded. Probably at some point throughout last week, because this is the energy of our past. So you have been guarded, but you've worked through that. Because again, we're dealing with the energy of 7, and 7's all about spiritual recovery. So you guys have kind of gone through your, how can I put it? The you know, the whole saying, all is fair in love and war. You've gone through probably the most significant of what you're going to go through up until this point, because it does, guys, I'm gonna let you know what's at the end, but it's looking good for us, okay? Whew, sweet Jesus, thank you, hallelujah. Just had to put that out there, y'all. But considering all of the work that we've had to do in the past, I think that it is almost like a karmic reward. This is Saturn retrograde in Capricorn, considering that we're going to have the full moon, partial lunar eclipse. The moon's going to be in Capricorn, so that's powering that area of our chart up as well. So all of the shit that you've had to toil through within your romantic life, it's about to pay off for you, okay? I'm gonna let you know this. For the most part, throughout the week, you are going to be combating the challenge. The challenge that you're going to be combating is your insecurities. This is the present moment. This is the thing that's going to be showing up for you throughout the week of the 16th to the 22nd. This is the main focus of your lesson throughout the 16th to the 22nd. So Spirit is going to give you an opportunity to, now that you're coming out of your shell, now that you're moving away from that overly protective person because you didn't know how to find the right balance between being guarded and being open. So kind of creating boundaries as opposed to barriers, and I'll keep saying it because it's two completely different things, y'all. And if we don't learn boundaries as children, I guess we become disillusioned assuming that barriers are indeed boundaries, and it's not the same thing at all. So I just have to keep reiterating that. But because we've done all that work and we've really had to deal with a lot of baggage, it means that the romance, I want to put this across to you guys, it means that the romantic side of our life has not been the easiest. It's been one of the most difficult challenges that we've sort of dealt with in the past. But because we've toiled through, we're now at the point where we've persevered, or almost to the end where we've persevered through the challenges of the situation. The lesson for us is to look at our insecurities. So this is going to be the things that have an impact on our home, that have impacted our home. Looking back at how we saw relationships growing up and understanding how that reflection of relationship dynamics is now seemingly playing up in our own personal relationships, and really understanding what it's going to take you from here, this insecure person, this insecure divine feminine, this insecure intuitive nature. So moving from that to being upright and emotionally calm, emotionally cool, collected, emotionally balanced, emotionally in state and harmony with the ebbs and flows of the divine and all that is happening for you as a result of everything that Spirit's trying to teach you about yourself. So the challenge, beloved, is going to be for you to keep your ability to maintain emotional strength, because I'm not going to say clarity. It's going to be difficult to maintain emotional clarity with the Mercury retrograde and the fact that we've got Saturn in retrograde and Pluto is plucking out all of the final little, I guess, disruptions, gremlins, demons, whatever you want to call them. I have my own personal words for it. But it's really sort of plucking all of that from the subconscious so that illness, because that's what it is. It's a low vibrational reflection of you, which means that it is an illness and a side effect of you having to achieve your ultimate greatness. So in order for you to be able to navigate through the process, you're going to be tested on your emotional abilities throughout this week. And there's going to be moments where you feel stuck as well. I want to put that across, because that is the catalyst card that we've got for this reading. The catalyst is that there's an energy of feeling stuck. There's an energy of feeling like things aren't necessarily moving as fast as one would like. So that is going to be the challenge for you. You know, when we're looking at the present situation and the present outlook and circumstances, that's what's causing you to feel insecure. The fact that you feel like things aren't moving as fast as you want it to, or things aren't moving as efficiently as you would like to see them move at this point in the romantic area and aspect of your life. But be still, beloved, because there's things going on behind the scenes that you're not necessarily privy to. And in order for you to really make those official statements to say that things aren't moving effectively as you would like them to, you don't have enough information to make that call. That's all I'd say to you on that. What I've got for you as well, so moving forward, guys, moving forward, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse, which is always a nice place for it to be, because that means that you're no longer dealing with all that tension, that miscommunication, those really disruptive communications where you're practically talking over each other and everybody's just talking for the sake of hearing their own voice rather than, you know, actually wanting to resolve the situation. Everybody just want to be right, basically. We're moving past some of those types of discussions and interactions with our romantic interests, okay, with our person, for those of us that are actually in relationships. And we are really allowing for ourselves to build more structure and a solid foundation. And that was pretty much the entire, you know, point of this reading for us. This is all about us redefining what it's going to take for us to feel content within the structures of the foundations that we are creating. Ultimately, what I can see is that we are going to be able to build something that is free from tension. Moving forward with this week, I want to say that the Arcanian realms are really going to be helping us with that diverse transition as well. We've got a few different energies here for us, guys. So what we're going through, ultimately, the undertone of this is a major arcana. It is the Emperor. So for us, it's really a case of us, and beneath that we've got the Ace of Cups, and beneath that we have the 10. Oh my God, guys, could this reading get any better? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a nerd, but I'm really, really excited. I'm glad that Spirit put the music off, so even if I do talk a lot, it will give you guys an opportunity to touch in on the reasons as to why I'm so excited. So at the bottom of the deck, guys, we've got the Devil in reverse, which is essentially saying that we're no longer living in a romantic relationship from a place of codependency. We're no longer working at it, or by the time we've come through this week between the 16th and the 22nd, we'll have more of a solid structure in terms of that aspect. This relationship will not be predetermined by emotional codependency. It's actually ending that cycle for us during this week, and perhaps that is literally what the lunar eclipse is coming in to do for us, Pisces. And it also means that moving forward, we're going to be able to really navigate through the process from a place of love and compassion, and our cups will overflow with love. And Spirit is really giving us a unique opportunity from the universe itself to be able to say, you deserve love, and this is what it should look like. And even as I say that, I can feel something going up and down my spine. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing experience for us. Super, super happy with that. We're actually going to be, overcoming a spiritual victory from disappointments of the past. Again, God, guys, we've learned from those past disappointments. We've learned from the delays. We've learned that the delays were necessary. The relationships that we've been toiling away at in the past, those delays were necessary, because not only were we not ready, but the person that we were asking all of this from just wasn't necessarily ready or willing to be able to give us a kind of relationship that we desire just yet, because they still have their own shit that they need to go through, that they still need to process. But we're getting to a better place, beloveds. We're actually getting to a place where we're closing out the cycle of feeling stuck. That is the cycle that we're closing out. Feeling stuck on our insecurities, to be able to really move away from that, to create stability. Okay, we're moving away from insecurity to create some stability for ourselves, and the shit's gonna be awesome, guys. This is clearly gonna be a longer than usual reading, because I don't know, it's just happening that way. I'm just saying. What is the divine guidance for my Pisces babies for the 16th to the 22nd? So for a lot of you guys, this is all about you kind of expressing that romantic feeling. It's really more or less a case of you attracting the kind of person that you want through your playful energy. And the way for you to be able to do that is to love yourself first and heal your family issues in the process. The more you love yourself, the more you determine what relationships are going to look like for you, versus, like I said, how you see relationships or have seen relationships growing up. What I do want to say is that you've struggled in the past through a lot of your significant other's ego. Both of you guys have struggled with each other's egos and childhood wounds that hadn't necessarily been healed. Again, do look out for that. Those are the things that are going to be the challenges. Feeling stuck is the main challenge that we are going to be sort of addressing during this week. And it's going to bring out our demon of insecurity, of feeling like we are powerless, of feeling like we are completely vulnerable to the energies at work. And, you know, not everybody's okay to be vulnerable. So just be mindful of that and allow for yourself to go through the process as you need to. It will actually allow for you to come together at a, how can I put it? To a higher perspective romantically. The relationship will actually ascend by you going through this process as well. What is the divine guidance for my Pisces in couples, Spirit, for the week of the 16th to the 22nd? Okay, y'all have got 2 cards. So this is for your person. Your person's wanting to have heart-to-heart conversations with you. Okay, your person's wanting to have heart-to-heart conversations with you, because this came up as a reverse. So this is the energy coming in for you. So they want you to just discuss what it is that you're feeling from a place of honesty, from a place of openness. They're really trying to actually get to know you. They're really actually just wanting for you to open up to them, so that you guys can, so that they can feel like they actually know you. Yeah, so that they can feel like they actually know you. Stay optimistic about your love life. It's almost like an offer that's coming in. Off the back end of that, for those of you in relationships, some of the issues that you're dealing with that they want you to talk about is to do with your finances and career. So there's going to be issues addressing that. So for some of you guys that are entrepreneurs like myself, self-employed, this may be your area of insecurity. Okay, and this may be the area that you have fears and you're concerned about, and you're projecting that energy all over your relationship space, and that's something that you're going to need to address as a team. And in order to do that, you're going to have to sort of have those heart-to-heart conversations, take some time to yourself to really sort of decide how you want to navigate through that situation, so that you can relieve any tension from your mental, with you not trying to sort of like overthink the situation, basically overanalyze. But when they come to have that heart-to-heart conversation, just so that you're not in a place of being so defensive, where you are, you know, not necessarily allowing for yourself to speak your truth, and you're just kind of like in your feelings because things aren't necessarily working out how you want it. Again, that feeling stuck energy, restrictions, for your greater good, BTW. Just be playful with it. That way you won't sort of project all over them as per the Mercury retrograde, and you can just own your shit and let them know, do you know what, this is what I'm going through, this is where I'm stressed, this is why it's happening for me, this is why I'm kind of like being a bit of a bitch for no reason, or I'm being a bit of a he bitch for no reason, you know. these things happen, but stay optimistic about it all. It will serve a greater purpose. You will see the transition towards the end of the week. Okay. What is the divine guidance for my single Pisces for the week of, okay, so we have everybody's getting a few cards today, right? Everybody's getting a few cards today. So this is what we're doing, Spirit. Well, I guess we all needed the extra care. So for us guys that are single, the advice is to love yourself first. Okay, that's what the past circumstances have been teaching you what to do. Whatever the situation was, however bad this person has hurt you in the past, it was for you to come to realization that you were not necessarily in alignment with what you were saying that you wanted from a person, or what you were saying that you expected from a romantic interest, because you were pretty much prepared to put up with the shit that you were getting, and tell yourself that it was okay because you love this person. We're not doing that anymore, boo-boo. We're not doing that anymore. But you're at the place where you come to realize that your self-respect does make you more romantically attractive to the right person. And when this right person comes along, okay, they're advising that this could be the one type energy. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I think that you guys that are single are going to be getting an offer in this week, and it's almost like a karmic reward again for you guys that are single, for actually doing the work on yourself, for actually learning that, do you know what? I want for someone to be able to love me this way, but in order for me to ask that of someone, I kind of have to be open and willing to do that for myself. And the first step to take is to be okay with the fact that I am single right now, and use it as an opportunity to grow, to get better, and to really sort of reconnect with myself since the last relationship, to identify who I am as a person now at the end of that, relationship. Finances and career is a factor to the situation. So for some of you guys, you may actually be working with someone that you find to be a romantic interest. You're working with someone that you find to be a romantic interest. But I want to make this very clear to you guys. There is a lot of passion in the situation, and they are saying to give it a chance. But, and again, because this is coming into your space while Saturn is in retrograde, it does mean that you are still working through your family issues and healing some of those outdated patterns. Issues like infidelity, issues like disloyalty, issues like mistrust, issues like miscommunication within relationships that you have seen growing up. And you are learning a new wave of cycle of patterns that is going to be more self-serving to the generation that's going to come beyond you. Okay, because spirit's not just working for us in the here and now, it's actually working for what's to come, as a result of the work that we're doing now. So bear that in mind. Okay, what is the divine guidance for my Pisces that are in situationships, Spirit? What do they need to know? What is the divine guidance for my Pisces? Okay. Damn, y'all. Damn. It's looking good for us, Pisces. Okay, so. Bittersweet, okay? Pay attention to the red flags. Like, learn from the past situations. Learn from the things that really sort of did not see you guys come to that full commitment, because there's a reason why y'all are in a situationship as opposed to an actual commitment, i.e. a relationship, okay? Because you guys can't really sort of, well, you guys are having difficulties figuring your shit out individually, and coming together, it's not as easy as it should be in theory, but because the work needs to be done separately anyways, pay attention to the red flags. So if somebody is doing something that you know is a habit that they are trying to kick, or a pattern that you know is no longer serving you, be an effective communicator with that. Don't let it bottle. We have a tendency to do that. We'll bottle, because we have a more expansive, emotional capacity. Doesn't necessarily make it a good thing. It just means that we actually become a lot more passive. And when we roar, then it's like everybody in the bloody, jungle is just like, oh shit. Pisces here. You know, so before we go to that place, guys, have a conversation with your person. Let them know if there are things that you guys had discussed that you feel like they're not necessarily living up to their end of the bargain with the situation, because I can see that for the most part you guys both desire to be with each other. There's just an underlying sort of tone of certain issues that are still a factor. There's still an attraction there, absolutely, there's still an attraction there, and ultimately the goal is for you guys to become one. Ultimately the goal is for you guys to become fully committed to each other. Wedding is the intention. It's just that there's some baggage in the water, and it is a love that is worth waiting for. That opportunity for you guys to marry your soulmate is worth waiting for. You just kind of have to allow for you guys to do the work that is necessary for you guys to become those people that you will be as husband and wife, vice versa, whatever you're into. Okay? Let's get the final card and close out the space. What is the divine guidance for my Pisces babies for the week of the 16th to the 22nd? Okay, so for y'all, listen, you guys are going to be at a completely different place like a year from now with your relationships, okay? With your relationship with yourself, first and foremost, with your relationship with your significant other, secondly, and with your relationship as far as your root chakra foundations, your reflection of self, the people around you, immediate family, people that are your close friends. Like that circuit around you is going to be in a completely different place a year from now, particularly to do with your love life. Now, I also want to say that there's going to be some effective changes coming into place within the next 3 to 4 weeks, and this is something that we saw last time as well. Within the next 3 to 4 weeks, there are going to be significant changes coming into the relationship where you can really see that foundation that you are taking this week to build coming into manifestation. It's like fresh love. It's like young love all over again. It's like, oh, I'm just getting to know you. How you doing? Oh, that energy feels nice. I just needed to bask in that for a minute. But it looks like there's going to be a few date nights on the scene. It's like, it's casual but not casual. Do you know what I mean? The intention is for it to not be casual, but you guys are approaching it from a casual perspective, so there's less pressure. It's not as intense. There is not like this codependency of you need to want me, you need to need me, you need to this, you need to that. And it's like, okay, I need this from you because I need my space, and I need to be able to take this time to work on me, and I need to be able to really understand what is going on all up in my space right here. So there is going to be some peaceful resolutions for us within the next 3 to 4 weeks. But a year from now, guys, we got marriage on the cards for some. That's awesome. I'm excited for y'all, Pisces. Right, let's get the actual pull. What is the divine guidance for my Pisces babies for the week of the 16th to the 22nd, Spirit? What do they need to know? Final. Oh, God. Hell no, y'all. We got so much shit coming out. There's cards everywhere, y'all. Ultimately, it's up to you. How we decide to navigate through the process, it's all going to be down to compromises. We're going to have to, weigh up what is beneficial for us as well as the other person, and coming to a real sort of common ground understanding by getting more information. We got to ask the right questions as we go through the process of compromise. Okay, so the cards that we have, guys, let me just lay them out so that we can see clearly what Spirit's trying to say. So oh my God, literally exactly what I said to you guys is what's sort of coming. So we have meditate for the answers, as far as like get some clarity on some of the things that transpired in the relationship in the past, or some of the ways that you have showed up in relationships in the past, so that you can work through some of those cycles. And know that within the next few weeks there will be helpful people. Within the next few weeks there will be a network, there will be a community of people that will be able to assist you in navigating through the process of the relationship. And just trust the process, because within the next few weeks, the relationship will take a new level of commitment. It's almost like you guys are really sort of falling in love all over again. For those of you guys that have been in relationships, that are dealing with situationships, and for those of you that are coming into a coming into being comfortable from single life to the prospect of dating again within the next few weeks. Whoever you guys are meeting, my singletons, whoever you guys are meeting throughout the 16th to 22nd, you guys are going to be really looking to take things seriously in the next 3 to 4 weeks, where you guys are like, okay, do you want to be my boyfriend? Stuff's going to go down. You may be asking her if she wants to be your girlfriend too. So I am super excited to see how everything pans out, guys. I'm sorry that this was such a long reading, but damn, the shit was juicy, y'all. It was like all sorts of tea. I do want to say, like, for some of you guys, when we're talking about like the red flag situations in your relationship, I can see that this is a person that is very like manipulative in ways, so that's something to watch out for, because they will give you a complete fucking illusion, like, pardon my French, but they'll give you an illusion of, all of the things that they think that you want to hear, and all of the things they're just going to keep giving you broken promises, basically. And that's some of the things that you kind of have to navigate through the process with your person about, so that they know, hey, like, I would rather you like give me a solid no and turn me down, rather than continue to build my hopes up only to deplete my energy at your say so. We ain't gonna do that out here. I don't know where they do that at, but we ain't gonna do that no more. And this is what it's gonna be. So good job to y'all. Guys, definitely, if you found this information useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it and you thought I talked too much, comment down below. Just let me know what's going on, and I could try and compromise. Yeah. Throw that out there. That was a word that was thrown into the mix today. So I can learn how to compromise and meet you guys halfway between, what I need to do for me versus what you need to do to be able to receive me as well. We can find some common ground, guys. But that was it. This was a general reading. So if you guys would be interested in booking a personal reading, then definitely be sure to check out the description box below and comment, like, share, subscribe, so that you guys can be sort of, in with our little Life Warrior mix. And definitely hit the notification bell so that you guys can be kept in the know for when I do upload these videos for you guys. So that way you can, like, be right on the ball like that. Like, But I hope that you guys enjoyed me today. I've enjoyed doing this for you guys today. It's been a really, really good time. The music hasn't been there as a lot of distraction for me. So the videos are probably going to be a little bit longer moving forward. But such is life, guys. As per usual, beloveds, I am sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey. And until next time, Ashe. Mwah.